Ready? Okay. So guys, thank you for coming out and listening to my speech. Taking time out of your day and everything to listen. So I'll be performing a motivational speech. Okay. So when you think of motivation or you hear the word motivation, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Energy.
Energy.
Hard work.
Hard work.
Drive.
Drive. That's a good one. Okay.
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, when I think of motivation, there's 4 words that come to mind. That's the base of motivation. It's idea, vision, passion, and determination. When I came up with these words, I thought of it as kind of like a substitution for the word motivation. If I were to drop out that word and substitute them for the other words, they will work just as well. Like, what is your idea? What is your vision? What is your passion? What makes you determined? What's your determination? So all of those words can work as substitution for motivation. So the first one, idea. Idea to me is basically the seed of motivation. It's the first thing that sparks the ideas in your head that is basically before you get the main motivation. A good example would be Arnold Schwarzenegger, previous governor of California. You know, I'll be back. That's him. Well, for him, in the country that he's from, it's a really strict and basically it's strictly military. You have a wife, you have kids, and that's it. But he saw this magazine of a bodybuilder, and that was the main seed, the spark that started him into bodybuilding before he became an actor and everything else. For me, you guys may know me, but I am going to school to be a psychological criminologist. And before I even had the seed to do that, my professor that I had when I was a senior in school, he used to be a psychology professor as well. And he used to talk, we used to have conversations together about it. So that was basically my seed to start going to school for psychology. The next thing you have is vision. Vision is a key part of motivation. It is basically one thing that can keep you driven when you're lacking motivation or if you just feel like you can't do it. The vision is one thing that helps. For Arnold, when he saw the magazine, he visualized himself being on the cover, being in that position, being in just basically everything he saw was from that magazine. For me, I visualized myself helping, making a difference with people in the society, just helping in general. So that was my vision that started me going to school. Another thing is passion. Passion is another main crutch of motivation. Basically, if you lack passion, you lack motivation in general. One thing, Arnold, when he was in military, one night he decided to sneak off and go to his first bodybuilding competition. But he won first place, of course. When he came back, the military had punished him so bad they put him in the hole. The hole is basically he was sat into a tank for a week straight without anyone to talk to. It was very limited. He was just stuck there. But when they found out that he won, they actually decided to drop some weights in his tank. So the military was basically helping him with that. But he wasn't scared of the consequences because of his passion. For me, I know being a psychological criminologist can be dangerous. I'm working with serial killers and murderers and people that have connections. And I know that it can be dangerous. They might be coming after me or something like that, but I have the passion to do it regardless of how dangerous it is. For example, another one can be race car drivers and skydivers. They also have the passion. Even though they know they can die, they love it so much it doesn't stop them. And my final one is determination. This is basically the drive and the desire to do something. Arnold left his home, went to America, to a place that he couldn't even speak the language, and became a freaking governor. He did more than bodybuilding, and he became a famous movie star. Like, this was all because he was determined just to leave, knowing he can do better things, and he probably didn't even think that he would go this far. And me, I hope that I have the determination just as him. I mean, I know that I'm going to have to be in school for a long time to get the degrees that I want, but I'm going to be willing. I'm going to be in my 8 o'clock classes, taking notes, and I just hope I have the outcome that he does, or at least in my field of outcome that he does. Thank you.